from Georgia is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm pleased to support H.R. 4676, the Preventing Crimes Against Veterans Act of 2016, as amended. This legislation provides an important tool for federal prosecutors to combat veterans' benefits fraud, a very despicable practice. Because we honor their service and the sacrifices that they have made, it is particularly important that we go above and beyond the call of duty to protect America's veterans from fraud and to ensure the integrity of the system of benefits we provide to them. Currently, there are about 21 million veterans of the United States military, men and women who selflessly served our nation and in various theaters of war, from the Second World War, Korea, and Vietnam, to more recent conflicts in Iraq and Afghanistan. And unfortunately, many of our veterans, as a result of their service, have physical and mental scars. There are well over 1 million American veterans with service-connected disabilities. The suicide rate among veterans is 300% above the national average, and it is estimated that about 30% of all veterans, Vietnam veterans, and 20% of veterans of the recent Middle East conflicts suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder in a given year. In addition, veterans are more likely than to become homeless. They comprise 17% of our homeless population. On any given night, an estimated 50,000 veterans are sleeping on America's streets. In recognition of the extreme sacrifice by our veterans and the hardships many of them continue to face after the completion of their military service, it is our solemn duty and our obligation to provide, to the best of our ability, an appropriate measure of compensation for them. For instance, we provide disability payments to those with service-connected disabilities. We provide pensions for veterans with limited incomes. We provide them with opportunities for education and training under the GI Bill, and we also provide various life insurance benefits. This is the least that we can do, and it's still not enough. Unfortunately, there continue to be issues with medical care we provide our veterans and problems about some benefits never being processed and paid because of the loss of claims by the Veterans Benefits Administration. H.R. 4676 would make it a crime to knowingly engage in any scheme to defraud a veteran of his or her veterans benefits, or to knowingly engage in fraud in connection with obtaining veterans benefits. Anyone convicted of such a crime should and could and should be fined, imprisoned, or subjected to both penalties. I note that the amended version of the bill we are considering today reflects an amendment offered in Judiciary Committee markup by our ranking member, John Conyers. The amendment, which was approved by voice vote, extends the bill's protections to fraud involving the benefits owed to the survivors and dependents due to the service of a veteran. Those who defraud veterans or their surviving spouses or dependents endanger our system of veterans benefits not only by harming the victims, but also by diminishing resources required to pay these claims and fund the programs that are needed to help those who have served their country. Accordingly, I support H.R. 4676, and I commend the bill's sponsors, Representative Tom Rooney and Representative Ted Deutsch, both of Florida, for their work on this important issue. And I thank the chairman for hastening the consideration of this very important piece of legislation by the full committee. And with that, I will reserve the balance of my